Hi everyone, this video is part of a dynamic warm routine which you can apply in gym environment prior to your workouts. It consists of a sequence of movements which you can perform back to back roughly for about a minute or so for the purpose of mobilizing your knee, hips, shoulders and spine. Now the upshot of performing these movements is that you A. think more about what should be and also start to fall into better postural alignment, as well as encouraging a strong brace through your midsectional region and offering support and stability through your spine whilst minimizing the chance of back injury, and furthermore allowing better force production when you perform movements such as a squat or a deadlift, really maximizing the efficiency of these exercises whilst allowing your body to work ideally as an integrated whole without any weak kinks in the chain there. Check out the videos, start to apply some of these movements and principles and see what difference they make to your day-to-day activities and workout routines. So we start with a bracing sequence designed to promote spinal stability and also to dial in correct postural alignment. To do this, we take a breath in. As we exhale, we pull the stomach in there towards the belly a little, tightening through the midsection, while simultaneously clenching the bum to bring the pelvis into alignment and sliding our shoulders back and down away from our neck, squeezing towards the tips of our shoulder blades. So the next step is to open through my hips and also lengthen through the spine there though. In this next video, my left knee is down, my right knee is bent forwards. I'm taking a breath into my nose and exhale as I hinge forwards and simultaneously reach up my fingertips to the ceiling. I'm still applying the same principles in the bracing sequence from before, so I'm trying to stay tight through my midsectional region, keeping that squeeze just between my hip bones, bracing those abdominals, whilst clenching the left side of my bum as I hinge forwards and reach upwards with my fingertips. Each time I press forward, I'm trying to hinge forward slightly further each time and open up that left hip a little more. Okay, I then finish with slight rotation across the left hand side. So hinge forwards and reach up once again. Pausing, bring my right hand down, adding rotation, open through my obliques into a static stretch, which I'll probably hold again in the workout. Okay, so next up is a cat and cow stretch. Now at this point I'm on all fours, my hands are about shoulder width apart, chest in line, my hands, shoulders just behind my wrists, and my knees are roughly hip width apart. The idea here is to give my spine a full articulation as I move up and down and lock in all those vertebrae in the back. So from the bottom I take a breath in. As I exhale, I draw the stomach in there, supporting the back, get into a fully flexed position, starting the lower back to the top of the spine. I then pause, take a breath in again, breathe out, allow my stomach to sink down, my hips to roll back a little into a cow position. And another deep breath in again, pulling the stomach in, breathing out as I now flex back up high towards the ceiling. So I'm effectively moving them down like a wave, articulating through the full range of my spine there, breathing out as I move, and pause and take a deep breath in on each movement up and each movement down. I would look to perform this move for about a minute. Okay, next up I'm focusing on activating my glutes. Taking my glute medius muscle on the right side here, the basic clown position. I'm pushing down from my top heel into my bottom heel firmly, while simultaneously clenching to the back gene pocket area of my right glute at this point. I'm looking to do a few progressions of this. The idea is to really dial in that glute medius, start to encourage a small fat on that right side. Again, really engaged and working. At this point, I'm raising my knee just above hip level and going to a 3/4 leg press. Notice I'm not trying to lock my leg out at any point. And as I pull my knee back to center position, I'm simultaneously trying to clench that right side and resist the draw of my knee. Not allow my knee to drop any lower than hip level at any point through this movement. I then sweep my leg back in line with my right shoulder and start to abduct my leg, another variation, clenching again through the outside of the bum then on the right side to raise and abducting a few inches at a time up and down towards the ceiling. Be mindful that I don't drop below the hip at any point. And then pull me back into the center position again, still sitting above the hip, and add a clamp from here with no contact between the heels. Just making sure my right hip stays rolled forward slightly, so my right knee should overhang my left just by a fraction to keep in the correct alignment. Clenching for the outside of my bum to lift the knee once more. And then finish with a nice isometric hold, pushing down my right hand onto the knee while simultaneously pushing up into the hand firmly, really feeling that bite. Now I'm performing scapular wall slides. A great mobility and strength exercise for anybody who has shoulders that tend to round forwards, particularly spend a lot of time seated at the desk. So what I'm doing here is bracing my abs, keeping my back lightly printed against the wall. And as I breathe in, I'm sliding my forearms up against the wall, but keeping contact with my forearms. And then breathing out, squeeze, and bring my elbows back in towards my side there, about a 90-degree position. And then repeating again, allow my back to arch at any point. Again, the purpose here is to mobilize the shoulders and thoracic spine and also help strengthen my glutes.